You on the mic.
Hey, hey, what's up, man?
I'm gonna be on comms until my Uber gets here.
That's fair. How much time you got?
Bro, it's still connecting to a driver, so.
Oh,
And it says
we
12
don't
minutes
know.
away, so it's. Time is pending. Oh, 13 minutes. Okay.
Indefinite, dude. We can finish this set.
Yeah, no, 100%.
If maybe if they start speed running.
Yeah, so we got Cheater 1 and Cheater 2 here.
Said Cheater 3.
Yeah. Fair enough. Not fair enough. Well. Okay.
Everyone's a cheater in this game. Only Doc is honest.
Okay. You could have picked any character, bro. You picked Doc, but. Oh, sorry. Okay, I won't. See, we have made up. We're best buddies now, okay?
Oh, like I honestly think the whole scene was having a grand old time.
Oh yeah,
there.
100%. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, we're all having fun. This is a video game, children's video game, rated E10.
Hell yeah, dude. And you know, like locals will always be the lifeblood of the Smash scene. You know, whatever happens with the greater meta, we'll still have this event here.
Yeah. Well, if there ever needs to be a time where I need to make fun of Greninja, it will come.
Ooh. Yeah,
That was
Greninja
free.
is
That was
pretty underrated, I would say. You know, everyone's Steve and Kazuya get a lot of attention, and Greninja is.
Yo,
We have IceKnight.
did my Uber driver just cancel, bro?
Yeah, that happens.
What the?
Uber's rough, man.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
While he's coming, he accepts it, then he denies it, bro? What?
He's not out, man. He doesn't want it.
All right, cool. I got.
He heard you're a Smasher. He's like, I don't give rights to Smashers.
I don't give rights to Kazuya mains, bro.
He doesn't know that. Oh.
Okay.
All right, equalizing the stock here with an up smash, building a bunch of blocks. Who do you think wins this matchup?
Oh, 100% Steve. I mean, okay. I would say Steve wins just from how tilted IceKnight gets, which I don't think. I think Greninja's worst matchups are Snake and Bayo, right?
Yeah, definitely Snake. I don't think this is like a bad matchup for Greninja. If it's losing, it's slightly losing.
No, I think it's definitely still Steve's favor. I don't think Steve loses any matchups, maybe besides like Shulk, but.
That's not true. I think even with the new tech, he still has losing matchups.
Okay, with the new tech, I don't know, but you know, to each their own.
But granted, you know, anyone who could get in and juggle Steve and keep him in disadvantage, they're gonna have a decent time fighting Steve. And Greninja is one of those. Ooh, he's cooking.
I think. Well, I really can't speak because the new tech works if you have one frame to act.
And only at low hit stun, right? Like past
Yeah.
20–30%, the tech is irrelevant.
Yeah, and also there are 0 frames for him to act because I'm just comboing him to eternity. So. Yeah, well.
Yes, sir. How was your bracket today?
It was okay. Listen, so I lost against Earl, but it wasn't
Who did Earl play?
Sora.
He's solo Sora
no,
today.
But listen, the reason I lost is because some guy kept plugging in his controller, or like he kept like connecting his controller, so it kept popping up on the top right. It said low battery, bro. And I was playing with headphones on, so I would hear like ba-ding, 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 ba-ding every 10 seconds, bro.
Every
like,
10 seconds.
I actually think Earl hired someone to just sabotage me.
That would definitely get to me.
Yeah.
Every 10 seconds.
Yeah, literally every like 10 seconds, it would just pop up. I'm like, what? How is this a thing?
Up throw, yes sir.
Yeah.
All right, we got ourselves a close game one here.
Yeah. Well, I think okay. Look at this. Greninja just gets demolished by blocks. I'm not gonna lie. Like he has to spend so much time.
Don't you think fair is a good tool for breaking blocks?
I think it's good, but it can be like exploited. I guess it's Steve, right? You still exploit it, but I think IceKnight does a pretty good job. He's a pretty good Greninja. All jokes aside, great player.
Oh yeah, I mean he is going for best Greninja in the country. But he still doesn't have that tech, and that situation is so nasty because we know what happens if you tech. You get F smashed, brother.
But it doesn't matter because we have the top 0 character in the game here.
Yeah.
And that is Minecraft Steve.
But that being said, I mean, if you've played in Chicago tournaments, if you've met Redacious, you know that this guy he has a passion for the game.
Yeah.
He obviously has a passion for the character, and Redacious without Steve wouldn't be Redacious.
Exactly. You gotta respect it. Look at his hoodie. His hoodie literally has
Hell
the
yeah.
hardcore part for Minecraft. Gotta respect it. I mean, you know, he has embraced Steve at this point. You know.
And I feel like he did Chicago a service by making us all like the character more than if we just had, you know, Yanni or Jake or whatever.
I think Redacious actually plays Steve in like a pretty fun way for me to play against. Like,
I love fighting Redacious.
Yeah, he doesn't play like really degenerate like how you should a lot of the times. He just well, he plays Steve. Okay, that's degenerate in itself, but like he helps me out. He helps my mental out a little bit, but. You know, IceKnight getting a few hits off the blocks. Oh, yeah, the classic spike. No!
Going for a Carry, that was clutch. I mean, I don't know if that was intentional, but even if not, finding that footstool is big.
No footstool is ever intentional. There's never been an intentional footstool in all 5 Smash games.
Nah, that's not true. You'll actually know when they're intentional, because some characters that don't have spikes, that is their spike.
Nah, if someone does an aerial after a footstool, they didn't need to do it. Like, and I think he didn't aerial, so.
In that case, I'm not, yeah, it probably might have been unintentional, but.
But it doesn't matter because you have Anvil. Bro, my Uber's been out like 10 minutes for 10 minutes, bro.
Hey, it'll get here when it gets here, bro.
I think they just want me on commentary longer.
Yeah, maybe we'll finish this whole winners finals set, you know?
I hope so. I mean, last time they played, IceKnight didn't take a game. So maybe he can change it this time.
It was 3-0, right? And then he got the reset on Ned.
And then he beat Ned. I mean, he got his win.
Yeah, there is no Steve funny business. I mean, if you're a Ned win is a Ned win, man.
And he got 2. He got 2 Ned wins.
A reset at that. Yeah.
Against Pokemon Trainer, arguably a losing matchup for Steve.
And the losing. You're right, man.
Yeah, I mean, he earned the win. I'll tell you. He's playing Steve, but he earned it.
I like that block structure that he builds, where he makes it like long and horizontal, because now you're standing on blocks, you're jumping over blocks. Because most Steves are going to build the basic like 2 tall or 3 tall. That's actually really easy to deal with.
Well, the thing is, the reason why you don't see that more is because he's still trying to like conserve his resources. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have infinite resources. If he did, he would do it every time. And also, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but every time IceKnight gets hit, he's getting very like frustrated. So I don't know.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, look, he's
tall. So the funny thing is, IceKnight has a big winning record on Redacious historically.
Okay.
And it's only in like the last month or so that Redacious has begun to really figure out IceKnight.
He's been cooking.
He has, and it's like, you can't say Steve because he's been playing Steve for years now. It's actually, he's moving up like on the PR. He's figured out IceKnight as a player.
Better. I mean, listen, he was, what, number 11 last season? And I'm going to say, the only reason he was that low was because of Raven King. Like,
and IceKnight. IceKnight would beat Redacious most sets.
Yeah, but I guess the thing that comes to mind to me is I think he lost to Raven King like 18 times last season.
Yeah, Raven King was his big bracket demon.
Yeah, I mean, still is. But, I mean, at least he's figuring it out one matchup at a time, you know? But Redacious up 2-0, no surprise.
Hey, everyone on the PR is my bracket demon, though, so it's okay.
Bro, you know what? You gotta realize, if you're a lower level player, not saying you, because I know you're good.
I'm a mid-level player. I'm a 2-2er, bro.
I'm saying if you think PR players are like some deities, bro, they're not, bro. Like they still make mistakes.
They're not. They lose patience. They get frustrated.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I have a small handful of PR wins, but I know I can do it.
like I used to think that PR players were just like AI, bro. Like they were just tasks and they could do everything. But then you realize you play them, you're like, okay, hold on. This is winnable.
One of the most OP things you can tell, good fair. All right, he's alive. Grid the eye. One of the most OP things you can tell yourself is, I can do this.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying.
That's when I have my best tournaments. When I go in and I'm like, I'm not really thinking of like, how good is this guy? What are their record? What's the matchup? I'm just like, I know I can do it. And that takes me really far.
Nah, that's why I literally made my tag, bro, is #winnable, bro. Because it's always winnable. Like, especially, okay, I can't speak because it's always winnable for me. If I hit you once, like, it's back to even, so.
Ooh, that's a dead frog even game here.
I think, I'm not going to lie to you, just watching this, I think the number one reason, or the number one thing that IceKnight has to adapt to is just himself. Because I think he's getting very tilted. And, I mean, it's Steve. You know, you're going to get tilted, especially if his stuff is working a lot more than your stuff. But
IceKnight is obviously a very good player, and he's a passionate player, but he's still on the inexperienced side when it comes to being a high-level player. Like, he has, what, 1-2 years of experience as a high-level player under his belt?
Yeah.
You know, like, once you're fighting those 30-year-old PGR players, those guys get tilted at nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Literally, no, because they're, I guess it's more like, you know, they've been here before. They know that one win doesn't mean everything, or one loss, or, like, you know, one placement. But I think when you're starting out, you want to do amazing right away, right? And if you don't, then you feel like you suck. Okay, is this here yet? I think it is.
If you got to dip, you got to dip.
Okay. It's almost there.
Redacious is going to take that stock with an F smash and get the lead. Trying to get back-to-back 3-0s from last week. Can he close it out? Oh, there's some up tilt, some up airs. That's already 36.
Classic
Coming in
Steve.
with the minecart. Yeah, Steve is a good character. Does not need to be said. He also has no resources other than that one diamond and gold.
All right, can Redacious win this before I have to go?
That's the $1 million question. All right, IceKnight going to take that stock. And fun fact, crafting table has like 40 HP, bro.
Wait, oh yeah, yeah.
That's a lot, man.
Bro, it is unfair. Let me tell you. Oh. Okay, Redacious with diamond now. IceKnight at kill percent.
Gonna try to use this water to sway him away.
My Uber 0 minutes away. Who can he close it out before I have to go?
You gotta stick around for the game, bro.
I have to.
You gotta see who wins at least this game.
Come on, bro. Just finish it out. Once they just time out.
Okay, IceKnight not trying to go out 3-0, bringing this one back.
Yo, Redacious got negative tools right now.
And actually, yeah, I was gonna say he's been at low materials for over a minute now, so
that's how I know you're playing the matchup well. I mean,
there you go, get some materials.
Dude, IceKnight is fighting for this one right now.
You know your Uber's gonna have to wait because they're gonna slow it down. You know, you're at 100% each. You're gonna, you're gonna chill out.
I know he's like, bro, like, what? He's like, can you come outside, please? Like, okay, come on, bro, stop camping, please.
But you would be camping too, man.
I
if
would
you were
be.
down 100. If it was 100, 100. Last stock situation.
I swear to God.
Up B beating.
Something works.
Oh my God. Oh,
something works.
They're swinging.
Oh my God, please, bro, please.
They already killed each other 3 times each.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh,
okay,
that's
please.
it. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff.
Good games.
All right, IceKnight reverse 3-0s. I believe in him. All right.
We shall see, but hey, good night, man. Good commentating, Nayu.
Right. Yeah, see you guys. Good night.
Peace out.
All right, that means I am back on Xylas. So that was a
frantic nail biter, man. I don't know. We were looking at a 3-0 back-to-back, but IceKnight, he had his back against the ropes, but down but not out.
I don't know what's going to be more frantic, or what was more hectic, that or AU trying to get his Uber.
Yeah.
And so, game 4.
And, you know, if the last one was difficult, don't think this one will be easier, and that goes for both players.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing. It's so difficult to just play at a high level, like mentally taxing.
Yeah, which I think AU did a very good job of kind of talking about that. Like, well, I mean, especially like at this point, you know, you've burned out a lot of energy. You've burned out. I know that happened with. I think actually AU talked about it last week. That
0 to death.
Nice. That, you know, once you get to like this part of bracket, it gets a lot more stressful, and that means you're burning so much more mental energy. So it does get a lot harder. That's like the whole point of, like, you know, that's why a lot of players who do really well, like early on in bracket, they don't have that deep bracket experience. It's a lot harder for them to get that kind of winning in majors.
Stamina is a huge thing, especially in majors now when you got to play like 14 sets to win the whole tournament.
Across possibly 2 to 3 days.
Yeah. And you don't know. You might be playing good one day, and then next day you wake up and you're just not playing different.
Yeah, you got to be careful with like what they call like the con crud, where you might just get really tired because.
Whoa! What a tech chase read, and barely still 57% on this first stock. So I don't know. AU called a reverse 3-0, but this game will be very difficult for Redacious.
Yeah, I mean, IceKnight doing some crazy damage right now.
Gonna get him in the minecart, gonna get him in the up smash. Even put a little sauce on it, but it's not enough.
I mean, he was a 79. I would be amazed if that would have killed.
Once you start charging smash attacks, anything can happen.
yeah, to a degree. But like, there's a lot of smashes where like, it's multi-hit too. So multi-hit ones generally don't really scale that well. If it was like Ganondorf, that would have killed.
Oh yeah.
That would have killed like 40% ago. IceKnight really holding the stock.
Yeah, and that's like one of the most frustrating things, right? When your opponent starts living till 130 and 170, and you already killed them 4 times and they're still alive.
Yeah.
Even if you know that doesn't deal damage to your mental, like you're still losing that game. It's all about stocks, not damage dealt. Woo!
Okay.
Yeah, gonna miss the tech.
Hey, that's just payback for what, game 1?
Exactly. Same thing happened to, yeah, IceKnight.
IceKnight really ran that game was very fast. So we're all of a sudden in game 5 situation.
Yeah, that was like that game 3 was a nail biter, but this game 4 was all IceKnight.
IceKnight's got the big download now.
Yeah, people really forget that this game is actually mostly about adaptation. It's not about execution. It's not about patience or mental. I mean, it is, but adaptation is ultimately the king.
Adaptation and not coaching, training, making your opponent do things that you want them to do, and that way, when it comes down to the wire, they're gonna make the panic option that you want.
And I actually wonder, like, at locals, you know, your top 8s are usually going to be the same set of players in any scene, right? There's always just going to be that top cut of players that ends up fighting each other a lot, and just, you know, over the years, they're like 20-20 in sets, right?
Yeah.
So when Redacious and IceKnight fight, it's not like, oh, what do I do against Greninja? It's what do I do against IceKnight? Because they fought enough times, and it's not what I do against Steve, it's what I do against Redacious.
And that's why, like, you know, players like Ned or like, you know, the Buzz, like, you know, the top players in like the region, eventually, like, they'll get to a point where they stop showing up the locals, and it's not because like they don't care about the local anymore, or they don't care about, like, it's a situation where, like, if you go to a local enough, you're gonna start, like you said, adapting to the player instead of the character, and so it's kind of better for a lot of players who are at the top level to, you know, do elite smash, do play against like random top players, because that way, you know, you get to adapt to really crazy things instead of just, you know, knowing that IceKnight's gonna do down tilt up smash all the time and like kill %.
That's also why Ned's still, like, you know, would Ned be PR #1 in Chicago right now? Maybe, maybe not. But when he goes to majors, he is still definitely our top performing player. Why? Because he has a lot of experience in fighting just different players, different characters, keeping that mental up. Yeah, he has the stamina, right, and the adaptation. Like, yeah, he lost to Redacious last week, but maybe that's because Redacious is just, he knows Ned. Not even like Ned shows up to a lot of tournaments.
I would even say it's probably like Ned and Atata are probably the top 2. And then probably, maybe Icon when he does, when he's feeling himself. But those, I would say those are the top 2. And Samty. Yep. Samty doesn't really get to travel too much.
I miss Samty so much.
Yeah, me too.
He was my favorite player to watch in Chicago.
I think he's still in the chat right now.
Hello, Samty, if you're watching. Please come back, I miss you.
Smash, that's definitely going to take a stock. 140% like post hit.
Oh, big back air there. Yeah, man, I really love watching the Steve counterplay develop because blocks are such a, like, they're such a casual element. You know, setting up walls is not what we're used to in competitive play. And when I see players use Steve blocks against Steve, it's like, it gives me casual Smash vibes in a good way.
You get a wall. You can finally work with a wall for the first time.
Like, you know how Falcon and Ganon have that one tech where they can cancel the end lag off their down Bs?
Yes.
And it's like, when would this ever be used in competitive play? But Steve, all of a sudden.
Or Diddy doing his up B barrels directly into the blocks they instantly break. And all Diddy takes is 6 damage.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Tweak was doing that a lot against Akala. Oh, that was two side Bs.
That is a difficult SD to take at this point because now you are on your winner side stock.
And
win or
Redacious
lose.
has Diamond too, and Diamond stocked up.
That's just Steve though. You know, you gotta be ready.
That's
there you go.
Stock though.
67% has been dealt. I honestly don't even remember that 67%, but wow,
it was just
quick.
a lot of like little like taps. But because it's Diamond, that would have killed. Because it's Diamond, you know, that Diamond damage is ridiculous.
Yes, it is. Don't gotta say it twice. All right, but now IceKnight, he has to keep his mental fortitude together.
Also, look at the materials. We are very empty.
So that was also the case the last few games. IceKnight is definitely good at making Redacious really have to like conserve his materials because he's going to be in his face, not get a lot of opportunities to mine. And
I'm forgetting if it takes more effort for.
Oh, is that it?
Take it?
Wow.
No, okay. But I was gonna say, I wonder if it takes more effort to mine out stone. Oh, we are down to it. We got diamond back on lock. That's it.
You said that's it, and
I knew it. I knew it was gonna be it.
It's when the F smash coming is obvious, but he had to get that forward air there, which is a little. Oh my God, Redacious jump scare. Wow. But good set. No reverse 3-0 from IceKnight, who will continue his run in losers, and we know he's got it.
Yeah, but that was a nail biter of a set.
That was.
Except for game 4, which was very explosive.
We have some really hype good players here in Chicago, let me tell you. Yeah, they're fun to watch.
All right, so it looks like we're going to have... Oh, Hereda versus Raven King.
Hereda.
Losers.